Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here. Seriously, your messages yesterday meant the world to me. A lot of you reached out saying my story really hit you, and that's exactly why I'm going live today, because some things deserve to be said face to face. I'm going to walk you through what happened over the past few months, and more importantly, what it taught me about faith, loss, and listening. So stick with me. Here's where I was. I'd spent 8 years caregiving for family, while also trying to run my own business. Then came the losses. My only brother to cancer, both of my parents 90 days apart, a close friend to a heart attack, then my husband just before Christmas. I didn't have time to deal with my own emotions, so I buried it all. I lived in survival mode. I had to auction everything off and move. I got a job working for a group of radio stations, and I started my own publishing company. Writing books was my way of processing the pain. But my body was screaming. I had chronic headaches, body aches, brain fog, and I gained 30 pounds because stress makes the hormone cortisol go through the roof. Then Grace died. Grace was my 17-year-old Shih Tzu. She was my constant companion through all the losses. When she passed just before Thanksgiving, it wasn't just grief over my dog. It was like all the grief I'd been burying for 8 years came crashing down on me at once. I felt hollow. I felt empty. I felt like the woman I used to be was gone forever. So I adopted Hope, a puppy who was literally named Hope. I needed someone to love again. The problem was, I forgot how much a puppy was like raising a toddler. Another challenge. Then a friend suggested something. He told me about a cognitive support product he'd been using, something to help with brain fog, energy, mood, stress, and maybe even with the weight. I was skeptical. I'd tried everything, but I was also desperate, so I said yes. And here's where it gets spiritual. The same week I started, I learned more about the company behind it. I was on a webinar and heard a man tell his story of being in a very bad emotional state. It sounded a lot like me. Then the owner of the company started talking. Her name is Grace, just like my dog's was. She started talking about this company and product bringing people hope. That's when I knew I was in the right place at the right time. This wasn't a coincidence. I truly believe this was divine intervention. God was still listening. He was still showing up for me and guiding me. I felt it in my soul. So what happened next? My brain fog lifted, my energy came back, all of those aches and pains and headaches were gone. But even more important, I allowed myself to come out of survival mode and to dream again. For the first time in years, I actually felt hope. And from January to March, I lost 20 pounds. Here's what I learned and what I want you to know. If you're grieving, your body remembers what your mind is trying to forget. Stress lives in the cells of your body.